Hey everybody, welcome back to PlayStation Live from E3. I'm Meredith Molnar, joined by my good friend Ryan Clements.
Hello.
And we've got James Marsden and Dave Gabriel here from
Hi.
Future Lab. Talk about Tiny Trax. Now, I just played the demo here at the booth in VR, and I have so many things that I'd love to say about it, but why don't you first give us a quick little explanation about what the game's all about?
Okay, so everyone knows slot car racing. They grew up with it as a kid. And what we wanted to do is kind of give the feeling of if you were an 8-year-old with a slot car set and a Hollywood budget, what would you make?
Okay, that is a perfect pitch.
Yeah.
That's what they call the perfect pitch.
Absolutely. All right, so Dave, you're actually going to be able to show us some VR gameplay right here.
Yep.
So if you guys are ready, want to go ahead and slip that on?
Absolutely.
He's going to
Yeah.
suit up. This is the best part.
Now
Goodbye, Dave.
I'm so
We'll
excited
see you
to
later.
see you play this because I told the guy who was giving me the demo, I was like, just so you know, I am the world's worst video game driver. And he's like, don't worry, you're going to be fine. And I had a blast.
Cool.
So much detail in this game. I love that you can look around inside of here. If you like look down, you can see all the cars over there, a little car over there. You can see some of your other levels right there. You're in this kid's room. I
Yeah,
love
it's like a kid's room is kind of decked out as a garage.
Yeah,
Loads of sketches on the side of how to make rockets and things like that.
all the stickers. I love it.
Now, who on the team is a parent that is giving the real-time feedback on what an 8-year-old wants? Anybody?
No, not really.
No, it's your inner
We're all
8-year-old.
We're all just too young
You're
for
a
that.
bunch of kids.
Yeah.
I
Now
love
you
it.
can actually pick whichever car you want here. You got a couple different cars you can switch through, and then you can change the color.
Oh
Is
my
there
God,
one
yes.
car that
Yeah,
people choose all the time more than
It's
others?
the pink camper, yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
I went with the yellow Roadster.
What kind of brought all this about? Like, why did you guys want to start working in the VR space? Because it's obviously a emergent technology. It's very difficult, I would say, but there's so much potential here.
Yeah, it is a challenge. We've been working with PlayStation as a partner for a number of years now, supporting all the new platforms. And
Thank you for that, by the way.
Oh, you're welcome. And Sony came to us and said, we've got a window of opportunity to pitch a VR game. What do you want to make? And we tried a few ideas, but the design team was very busy on another project. And Dave was our QA and production assistant at that time. So we loaded them up with hardware and gave them limitless kind of funds to buy all the VR games to try and work out what VR was. And he figured out that the stuff that works the best in these early days is to sit the player still and bring the action to them. And so he bought a load of old school toys that he grew up with, like Scribble Scramble, if you remember that. And we just tried to think of, small areas of gameplay where you don't need to move around much. And it became very obvious pretty early on that like Hot Wheels, Scalextric, Micro Machines would be a perfect fit.
And thus the slot car racing.
Exactly,
Tiny
yes.
Trax.
Now, when I was playing the demo, what I was really impressed by is how delicate the controls really are. You think like, oh, there's no brake. You're just going to go, hit accelerate, and just zoo all around the track. But you really have to watch. I can see on that that wheel that he had where it goes red and green for your steering.
That's right.
Because that way you don't get the drift.
Yep.
And that's what you want, is to get that so you can go around the corners.
Yeah, so we actually tried early on to do a direct simulation of Scalextric or Carrera, where you go too fast and your car just flies off the track. What we found is there's something that happens in the real world that you can't mimic in a virtual environment. That threshold for success and failure, people just didn't get it. It was either felt too hard or not hard enough.
Okay.
And
and now you're underwater.
Oh, so
Yeah,
the cool thing, this was the level that I played.
Yeah, so you can actually lean forward and duck your head underwater and the audio changes.
Yeah, and when you do
pretty cool.
that,
Are you
the
kidding
music
me?
actually stops because you're underwater.
Are you kidding me?
No,
You guys are
all the
best.
little details are so well done. See, so you see how it's green right there? So that's when he's steering. And if he was steering badly, it would go red. So that's kind of how you gauge.
Ah.
There's a nice skill envelope there where you learn the track and you learn the kind of muscle memory to get around each corner, sorry.
And how about, where did you guys come up with some of the ideas for the environments? Because obviously with a slot car, based game, so much of it relies on the imaginative tracks and the spectacle of what you're seeing.
Well, VR is still very new to a lot of people. And putting on the headset, it can be quite an isolating experience. And so we wanted to make sure that all the environments evoked a kind of an emotion of comfort and excitement. And so we start with tropical, which is like escapism, sunny day, waves lapping at the shore and birds tweeting and stuff like that. And then we move on to the next environment, which is fire and ice. And so you're in a frozen tundra, but there are pockets of lava and campfires and things like that that make you feel kind of cozy. You can get your head close to the flames and hopefully feel that comfort. And then finally, the final environment is set in outer space. And we love sci-fi at Future Lab. And so it's kind of...
No, really?
Yeah, yeah.
I wouldn't have known based on your previous work.
Yeah, so here's the ice tundra, but there are small flames dotted around. Yeah, so it's
How
all
many
about
tracks
emotion.
are there total?
There's a total of 12 tracks over 3 different environments.
Awesome. I love it. And then tell me a little bit about how you're doing, either solo or multiplayer play. I mean, is this all a solo experience? Are you guys inviting other players in here?
Yeah, it's up to 4 players online.
4 players online?
So you can play the entire game single player against AI or invite friends to play.
Great. How about modes? Is there like a career? Is there a challenge mode? How are you guys staging that?
There are single races that you can just pick and invite friends in to play across all the different environments. And then there are cups. There's a cup for each environment, and then there's a star cup that picks our favorite tracks from each environment.
Because you're the stars.
I guess so.
I mean...
Now, but you were telling us a little bit about what you guys did with the trailer.
Yes.
So
yeah.
Go ahead, share that story with us. 'Cause it's really good.
Yeah,
can we put that out there?
Yep, so a few weeks ago we did the announced trailer on PlayStation Blog. And
thanks for that too.
Yeah. The exclusives all the way. And we wanted to try and communicate that you play as a full-size adult in a tiny world with tiny cars and tiny tracks. And it doesn't come across in a video. So we put our team in. So those folks in the trailer are our development team. And the comments on YouTube are like, who are these Muppets that they got to star in it? Like, the game looks cool, but they need a new ad agency. And there's the typical British sense of humor not going across the pond, because the reason we did it is to poke fun at ad agency actors. So our expressions are really, really over the top, like, whoa, I'm having an amazing time, holding a controller all wrong with it turned off, So all those things were being pulled out on the YouTube comments. We were like, they just didn't get it.
Are you telling me that YouTube comments weren't super nice?
What?
Yeah.
What a surprise.
I guess we're just green.
Yeah, I'm sure. But Future Lab has a lot of fans out there, though, too. And I mean, especially with your previous works on PlayStation, now that you have Tiny Tracks in the works, is there any particular lessons your team has taken from your former games, the things that you guys do a lot of very fast action, arcade-style gameplay? What are you bringing into this that really helped you develop in this new space?
So it's very important for us to create a game that you can replay. There's a lot of VR experiences that are amazing and mind-blowing, and then they're done. So we really wanted a replayable game that you could become better at over time. And rhythm is a key component of all of our games. And so we wanted to find a rhythm in the driving. And that breaks down into, you manage your boost by recharging, by drifting. So you drift into a sweet spot, as you can see Dave is kind of picking a sweet spot on this HUD item. And when that happens, your boost recharges. So you use boost on straights, and then you drift around corners. And that, once you've learned the track, it feels very rhythmical and natural. And we have a few journalists play and a few fans play, and they say it feels like Velocity, but racing. So that feels great.
Great. There you go.
Did you guys always approach it from a third-person perspective, or was there any thought of being, because so many VR games, so you have a first-person, especially racing games, you can kind of see it from back, or you can switch to the driver's seat?
Right. No, we've in our early exploration of what makes VR interesting, the things that really worked for us were stationary experiences where the action comes to you. And it's no secret that some people feel motion sickness in VR. And we thought, we're a small team of 9. We're not going to try and solve that problem. Pick your battles.
Pick your such an important refrain. Pick your battles. I love it. That's all I have, Meredith.
Yeah, that's awesome. Dave, thank you so much for sharing that with
Dave.
us. Thanks for showing me how the game is supposed to be driven. I had a blast
totally
playing it, even though I definitely was not coming in first. But it was great.
Thank you.
Dave, you're still on stage. Can you believe it? You were
Well,
never in those worlds.
Man, they are so believable.
well, that's awesome. Well, thank you guys so much. Any other things you want to share about Tiny Trax to our viewers?
It's coming out very soon. A matter of weeks, not months.
Oh,
Wonderful. Matter of
all right.
weeks.
Thank you.
All right, well, hopefully you'll make an announcement on the PlayStation blog, and we can,
Yeah, I mean,
share that.
James,
It's queued up.
James, come back anytime.
Okay. Thanks very much.
have my email.
All right, well, guys, thank you so much. Thank you, Ryan. We're going to have a lot more from PlayStation live from E3 coming up, so don't go anywhere.
PlayStation